Hey, Facebook, how's it going? Happy to be out here on this beautiful Sunday morning with you. I am excited to dive into the Google disaster that I was in this last week. So thank you for being here. Thank you for joining. I know that I love doing these Facebook Lives on Sunday morning. For me, it's such a great time just to sit down and, hey, Rhonda, have a cup of coffee with you. It's afternoon where you are, but having some coffee, and we're going to dive into the Google disaster. Hey, Yvonne, good morning. I'm so happy you guys are here. I had a total Google disaster going on the last few days. I want to share it with you. Of course, I've got some great gifts I want to give away. You know, what I'm doing is, before I get into the Google disaster, but good morning, everyone. What I'm doing is I'm redoing my whole office. And I'm making it super feminine. Yay! I'm excited about that. I'm really tapping in to the intuition and the feminine energy in my life and in my business. And I'm going to be putting like pink and flowers and gold and white everywhere. And it's going to be so fun. So anyway, what I'm doing is I'm redoing my office. And I've got like literally hundreds, I would say thousands of hours and money and dollars of CDs. You can't really see that because of the stuff, but we've got Breaking the Poverty Cycle with Dr. Tony O'Donnell. Good morning, everyone. We've got John Gray's Personal Success. We've got The Success Secrets by Jack Canfield. We got Lenny Evans, The Journey to Believable. Oh my gosh, I just have thousands of books and CDs. And what I want to do in this live, I'm so happy you're here. We're going to talk about the Google disaster I was in. We're going to talk about how you can turn absolutely anything that's going on in your life around. And if you don't believe me, just keep watching my lives because I fall down all the time. We all do, right? And how do we turn that around? And even a serious fall down, like a health condition or a loss of a job or a loss of a loved one, right? Serious issues that happen in life. And how do we turn it around? What do we do with it, right? So we're going to talk about that. But what I'm going to do with my giveaway today, if you wouldn't mind sharing my video. Hey, Benjamin. Oh my gosh, Ben Flick is on. Love to see you. Jason, hey man. We're going to talk about the Google disaster. We're going to talk about turning it around. We're going to talk about don't believe me, just watch. Please share this live. If you just hit share on your screen there, it'll share. And just what'll happen is it'll just be broadcasting on your Facebook page. That's all. And when you do that, you get in my drawing every week. And what I'm going to be doing now, or at least for today, I'm always doing a drawing every week, but for today, what I want to do is I've got, like I said, a shit ton of books and audios and everything I've studied and learned to get to where I am today. And what I'm doing today is whoever wins, so I'll pick from the list of everyone who shares the live, and whoever wins, you're going to tell me what you're dealing with. You're going to, if you want, you're going to tell me what you want to turn around. Is it finances? Is it love? Is it your job? Is it health? Is it something else? What is it you want to turn around? You're going to tell me. I'm going to find you my favorite resource in my library. I'm going to send it to you. And if you want, I'm going to do a 10, 15, 20, 30-minute phone call with you. Let's turn it around together, you guys. So I was having a major Google disaster this week. And that's why I said earlier, I'm like, I'm not going to let Google bring me down. Because what was happening, and by the way, you like the deck? What do you guys think? I can't see your comments. I need to fix this. Let me see. Maybe I can. Comments. La! I can just see who's on. I'll figure out how to see comments in the future. But anyway, there's the deck. You probably can't see Bella. There she is. Go this way, Rhonda. There's Bella sitting there on the couch, taking it all in. Good morning. I see you, Mark. I see you doing your thumbs up and your hearts. You can't really see too much, but I'll turn it around. Out there is the ocean and Marina Del Rey and the mountains and all the yum of the deck. I've been going for walks. I've been going for 3 and 5 mile walks every day. Man, that feels good. Anyone else walking? I tell you, I was like, it's just a whole different thing. I'm doing walking, long, beautiful walks in a nice pace, and I'm doing yoga. So anyway, let's get into this Google disaster and turn stuff around. So please share my live. I'll pick something from my library and send it to you. I love giving stuff away. This past few days, this past week, I was, oh, wait a minute. I wanted something. Hold on. Let me grab my book. Hold on. This is important because I want to share this with you. So I won't let Google bring me down. The last few days, week, months, whatever, as you know, I'm dealing with a dog who's been diagnosed with some very serious health conditions. And so how is Google affecting me? What was happening this last week, months, really? First of all, I am reading the book, The Magic by Rhonda Byrne. I highly recommend it if you're not reading it. Not only are you reading it, thanks Yvonne. Oh, I can see some comments. Thanks Pamela. Oh, I can see your comments. Yay. I'm so happy. Okay, The Magic. I'm reading the book, The Magic. And if you haven't started reading the book, The Magic yet, I'm just telling you, you want to turn something around? Oh my gosh. Take this book, order it, read it, study it, do the work. You will turn it around. I promise you. I've done it for selling a house that I couldn't sell that was going to go into foreclosure during the greatest real estate disaster in the history of my lifetime. I've done it when I was diagnosed with a health condition that my doctor said was incurable and he wanted to perform surgery on me, and I was only 34 years old, and I turned that around, right? I did it with my bank account being totally financially broke and in debt and afraid and not secure and all of that, and I turned that around, right? And I've done it with many, many, many things. And so you want to turn something around, I promise you, get into this book, The Magic, and watch it happen. So let's talk about Google. Does anyone else do this thing? Like the Google thing? Like, oh my gosh, so Bella's sick and I'm Googling Bella's diagnosis, right? Oh gosh, we know better. Like, don't do it. But I want to know, like, I'm trying to find out like the healthy things I can do and help her, and I'm trying to find the positive stuff, and that's what I'm Googling for, right? But what happens is, and what was happening was, number one, I was getting drawn in to all the really bad, disastrous literature about her disease. And is that what I want to focus on? No, right? And number two, I was just focusing on the disease, period, right? I was focusing on the disease. And I just want to talk about this because in this book, The Magic, on day 16, it's basically 28 days of magic, but this really blew my mind. I wanted to share this with you today. If there's something you want to turn around, let's talk about this. This happens to be about health, but it can be applied towards anything. I love this sentence right here. Miracles are not contrary to nature, but only contrary to what we know about nature. Isn't that beautiful? Miracles, right? St. Augustine said that. And let me talk about that for a second. The condition or whatever you're facing right now, if you're facing anything, maybe not, maybe you're in the super bliss time of life, and that's fabulous. Lord knows I've been there lots, and that's fantastic, and celebrate that. And if you're facing something though, if you're really facing something, and I want you to consider something. Hi guys, hey Nicola, oh I love you, sending love. If you're facing something, I want you to consider, has anyone else ever faced what you're facing and turned it around? Right? And whatever it is, whatever you're facing, is it a broken heart? Is it your boss is mean to you? Is it you can't stand your job? Is it your health is something happened with your health? Is something happened with your puppy's health? Are you losing your home? Are you stressed out in your relationship? I don't know, but whatever it is that might be happening in the moment. Hey, Dawn, hey. So today is a good day for miracles. Thank you, Drew. Whatever you're facing, has anyone else ever faced it and had a good outcome? First of all, let's just think about that. Yeah, right? Yes. Remember, I'm Googling stuff about Bella's disease and I'm getting all this bad news. And as I'm getting that, I'm also reading in there sentences like, dogs with this prognosis can live a happy, long, healthy life, pain-free life, right? I'm like, yes. So that's a possibility. It's happened. I believe it, right? I believe it's happened for other people, other animals. What are you facing? Has anyone ever had a miracle around it? Absolutely they have. And if they have, so can you. So that's the first thing. Like, grasp that and put that in your heart and know that the miracle is waiting for you. It's just waiting for you to realize that it's possible, okay? So begin to open up to that. So this day, I'm Googling all this stuff about Bella's condition, and I am getting majorly depressed. Like, seriously. Like, I'm like really not happy with this. I want you just to kind of think about this. I'm not going to read from the book, but I want you to think about, she teaches these 3 steps in here. And the step number one is to think about the health that you've received in the past. So I'm going to do this for Bella. You do this for whatever you're facing. It might not be health. It might be something else. It might be relationships. It might be your job. It might be your bank account. It might be something else. Whatever it is, I want you to think about in the past when that thing was good. Okay? I want you to get into gratitude. So when you think about how it was good, and if it was never really super good, right? I don't know if that's coming up for you, then maybe don't do this part, but do the next 2 steps, or maybe spend some time really thinking about the goodness that was there, right? So think about the past when it was good. This is how you turn it around. If you had a good project before, like you were doing something and it was really super successful, and you're getting ready to do a new project and you're scared and you're thinking, oh my gosh, what if it sucks? And what if I don't make it? And what if it doesn't work or whatever? So think about when it was good and give gratitude, deep gratitude for that. So I want you to recall 3 of those, 3 times when it was good. So for me, with Bella and her condition, here I am reading all about it. It's a disaster what I'm reading about. It sounds horrible. It sounds painful. All I can think about is how much pain she is in. It's bringing me super sadness. It's bringing me down, right? And so I go to this. I go, number 1, think of 3 times when it was good. When Bella was good. And I've got so many of them I can recall. I can think of this one time on the beach with my mom in Florida, and Bella was running and running and running, and she was just so happy, right? I can think of that. I can think about the Christmas morning that I opened the box and she jumped out of it, and how good she was, right? And how happy she was. I can think about that. I can be grateful for that, right? I can think about the time I had the house in Florida and I rented it, and in the backyard it was this big grassy yard, and she used to bounce through it just like a little rabbit and play and play and play. So I can recall those 3 things, and I can be super grateful for them. So what are you grateful for in the condition that you're currently facing, whatever it is, in the past when it was good? Find 3 things and be grateful for them, okay? So thank you, thank you, thank you. Should be pretty easy, all right? Step 2, health that you're continuing to receive. So the present health. So again, you might not be facing a health thing. Maybe you are. If you're facing a health thing, for you or even someone else, right? Because our thoughts and where we focus them, it's creating the outcome, okay? It is absolutely creating the outcome. Did anyone else catch Joel Osteen this morning? Did anyone else? He was amazing, right? He was amazing. I love listening to him on Sunday mornings. It's so beautiful. The things I'm teaching have been taught for centuries, for ages, by sages, by brilliant teachers all over the world, okay? So step 2 is think about the health you're continuing to receive. I love it. Thanks, Drew. Thanks, Betsy. Hey, Lucy. Okay, the name of the book. Yes, it is The Magic. Thanks. I can see your comments. I'm so happy. And Lucy, I'm telling you, it'll turn anything around. So step 1 is recalling something that you're facing that's not going the way you want it. And I want you to, for step 1 is you recall in the past when it was good. Actually, step 1 is to realize that there's a miracle that is ready to happen for you. Because it's happened for other people, it's possible for you. Realize that, proclaim that, grab that, take that, own that. Don't forget that, don't deny that, don't negate that. The miracle is totally already happened, okay? It's already happened, it's just plugging into it. So the miracle is possible is step 1. Step 2, thinking about when it was good. Maybe your relationship is Jackie right now. Jackie, whatever that is, right? Whatever is going on that isn't good, think about when it was good. Recall 3 times, 3 incidences, and get into gratitude for them. That's step 1. Step 2, think for health. For the health condition is, again, I want you to think about the health you're continuing to receive in the present, right? So now I'm going to do this thing with Bella, right? Hello, her heart is working, her eyes are working, she's eating, she's pooping, she's peeing, she's sleeping, she can walk. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, right? There's so many things that are so good about it right now. So into gratitude and pull up 3 things or 5 things or 100 things that are good about it right now. Okay, that's another turn it around step. Okay. Yes, okay, you guys following me? I love this. So step 3, and this is my favorite, and I did this the other day, and I am telling you, if you do this, any condition that you're facing, I am here to tell you, you will turn it around. There is no doubt in my mind. I will take a stand for you. I will believe in you. Just like my friend Elvie Shepherd says, yes, you can. Step 3, the health you want to receive. Okay, so this is the future. So step 3 is to get into gratitude. Let me just read this part because I think this is really important. I don't like to necessarily read on these, but I really want you to hear this. In step 3, you're going to choose one thing you want to improve about your body for today's magical practice, okay? But you're going to use gratitude's magical power for it in a very particular way. This is important right here. Don't underline this, circle this, write this down, really pay attention right now. This is super important. Think about the ideal state of what you want to improve. Ideal state. That ideal is the key word. Type it out. Come on, let me hear you guys say it. Ideal, ideal, ideal. Think about the ideal state of what you want to improve. When you give thanks for the ideal state of anything, you put into motion to receive that ideal state. What? Right? Are you with me? Are you following me? There is magic in this, you guys. So what I did, because Google was bringing me down, I'm Googling about her condition. Oh, also in my mind, right? I saw the MRI of her. One of the doctors went over the MRI with me and showed me all of the disaster, right, that was going on in the past in Bella's spine, because now her spine, her spinal cord is in an ideal state. So take the thing and focus in on the ideal state. If it's your relationship, if it's your health, if it's your job, if it's your bank account, if it's your energy, if it's your project, whatever it is, take the time, think about it. Hey, Mom, I see you in the ideal state, okay? And thank you, thank you, thank you. So what did I do yesterday, man? I'm going to tell you right now, actually yesterday and the day before. I got into thanking the universe, God, whatever your belief is, higher power. Thank you, thank you, thank you for Bella's spinal cord in the ideal state, vibrant health. And I was getting so grateful, I started crying. I could see the doctor looking at me and saying, oh my gosh, Rhonda, it's a miracle. I've never seen a spinal cord get healthier. I don't even know if it's possible, but I believe it's possible. I believe in the miracle. I believe in it. And I know that as I give gratitude for it, and as I feel it, and as I focus on it, and as I stop Googling the bad stuff, and as I do the work to co-create with the Creator that I am a part of, as I do the work, it can't happen without me doing the work. It can't happen when I'm Googling all the bad stuff. It can't happen when I'm focusing in on the disease. It can't happen when I'm in the negative state. Absolutely can't happen. I got to do the work for the miracle to show up. So anyway, I that's what I wanted to talk about today. I was like in a super low state. Google was bringing me down. I know how to turn it around. I've spent my whole life turning it around. And turning it around is absolutely possible. So don't forget, you guys, gifts, gifts, gifts. I have so many gifts for you. I want to hear your turnaround stories. I want to give a shout out and a thank you to everyone who's sharing my live broadcast, because I believe as we bring ourselves together on this journey and as we turn things around into the positive and focus and bring peace and gratitude and love and stop complaining, stop talking about the bad things. Listen, I know there's so much pain out there. I know there is. But complaining about it and focusing on it is not going to help. Focusing on the miracle, focusing on the prayer, focusing on the solution, being the solution. These are the things that are going to turn it all around. Give more, you guys. Give more positivity into the world. And when you share my live, I want to give you a gift. I love you. I'm so grateful for you for sharing my lives, because I love connecting with everyone. And what we're going to do this week, I could just pull something out of my box of thousands of books and audios that I've studied and learned over the years. But I'm going to give a gift of, you get to pick. You get to tell me the thing that you want to turn around, the thing that you're facing, and I'm going to pick my favorite tool for that. I'm going to send it to you, and I'm going to get on the phone with you, and I am going to talk to you in person live if you want to, and we can talk about you turning it around, because you're the hero and you're the miracle and you can do the work. All right? I love you. I believe in you. Thanks for spending Sunday mornings with me. Here's to some great coffee and a beautiful day. Love you. Bye.